So while we're cleaning and doing this fall cleaning series, we do need to eat. So here's one of the easy crockpot recipes that I did for that night. Again, stay tuned for the rest of the fall cleaning series to come in the following weeks, as well as fall decorating. We all know we love to decorate. Let's watch. Hi y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for joining me. If you are new here, I'm Crystal of Crystal's Corner. What we're going to do today is just go walk you through a simple recipe that I found on, I don't remember if it was Google or Pinterest to be honest, but it's basically cream of mushroom, chicken, and veggies crock-pot meal. Now for the ingredients for this, we have a store-brand version of ranch dressing, carrots, potatoes, baby bella mushrooms, cream cheese, and chicken that is not right here. It's actually thawing because of the time of day. I just have it thawing, and the way I thaw my stuff kind of quickly is by using a cake pan. I put warm or pretty warm water in a cake pan, put the usually chicken in there, put the lid on it, and let it go and let it be. But I've washed everything, or at least I'm going to wash everything probably after I cut them. And this recipe is really simple. I think it's simple, it's easy. It just takes a little time for the prep. But you see here, just chop up the carrots to whatever your desired length and thickness. Same thing with the potatoes. Keeping in mind how many chicken breasts you're planning on using. I think I used 3, so I had to alter the recipe a little bit to the vegetable quantity that I wanted, as well as the sauce that I had to mix together for this. Even I didn't use the full thing of ranch, so I went ahead and altered the rest of the ingredients so that way it wasn't one thing overpowering another. But we're going to go ahead and put it all together and have a wonderful, wonderful meal. I will say that the only thing I will change is I would probably completely omit the milk for the creamy sauce part of this, because it turned it into more of a soup instead of what I was hoping was a slightly thick gravy. Not even a thick gravy, but just a little bit more saucy, less soupy. So I would probably omit that next time. I will say that the chicken was so soft, so moist. It was like if there was a bone, it would have melted right off. It was so good. And if you do want that recipe, I'm happy to put it in the description box below. Just leave a comment in the comments, let me know, and I'm happy to give that to you. So let's go ahead and get prepping and get cooking. Oh yeah, and don't forget, if you are new here, to click that subscribe button. I love new viewers. I love sharing my recipes and my cleaning with you, and if I have any tips along the way, I love sharing that all with you guys. So click the subscribe button, thumbs up this video, and I'm sure we'll be talking more soon.
Oh, let me up with a bright smile on now. Put me in the dark, so won't get lost now. To the moonlight, eyes you, Maria right now. You look into my eyes and felt a feeling that nothing got it feel like a sweet night.
So I can honestly say I'm not entirely sure what the point of that is right there, other than me showing you the size of the carrot that I give my son, because he wanted something to munch on. So I went ahead and gave him some of that because he already munched on a few pieces of carrot.
All the people, you're the one and only you know. Want to be with you, call my name, love, ooh. somebody else, and that is you. Falling in with you, not the only one doing me. You already feel it there. Give me a little more.
Alright, on to washing the potatoes before I cut them, because I'm leaving the skin on and we're just washing the skin off. And here's the cake pan that I mentioned I put my meat in to thaw. And I don't put that lid on very tight, just enough to help make sure to keep whatever heat is in there in, as well as the water, in case if I move it around too much and it starts sloshing. And I'm just changing out the water to make sure and keep them thawing in the timer manner, so that way they're, ready. Alright, and back to prepping. I'm not sure what I'm about to do, but back to prepping. What you just saw was I was just drinking some V8 juice because I have blood sugar issues, and we don't need that to drop low while I'm trying to make dinner. That's counterproductive. So in regards to the size to cut them into, I won't say quarters or halves or anything. I will only say cut them to whatever preference size potato you prefer. So now that I have prepped some of this stuff and I'm able to get it out of my way, the crock pot has magically appeared because it's awesome like that, as well as my son because he's magic like that. Also, the potatoes aren't fully cut, like all of them are not fully cut, because I tend to go overboard, and this time I had to eyeball it. And also, how cute is he? He's like blowing at something. I think there's a bug. But here, he has magically gone from the window to my hip, as if I never gave birth. But you can see I am starting to put the vegetables in here, and this is the part where I'm eyeballing it to see if I put more potatoes in or if I put too many in, at which point that's too bad for me because I'm not going to just throw away or set aside cubed potatoes. After that, I probably put in the chicken, but then also the mushrooms, because I do like mushrooms, and then I start making the sauce. So I clearly do not have enough potatoes, so I go ahead and cut some more. Let me clarify that. I carefully cut up more potatoes since he is right there. My little sous chef wants to help, so I let him. And because he does such a good job at doing this or listening for putting away the trash when he wants to or something, we always do a high five. That way he knows he did good. He did well. Just putting these potatoes away because I'm done. Alright, moving on to the sauce. It's a quick, easy 3-ingredient sauce: milk, cream of mushroom, I think you can substitute the cream of mushroom for cream of chicken if you like. I just wanted the cream of mushroom. I like that. I feel like it has more flavor. And then the ranch dressing packet that I have. And again, I said that I altered the measurements because I did not use the full ranch packet. I did use the whole can of cream of mushroom, but the milk I adjusted and the ranch packet I adjusted. And again, I will definitely make this again, but I will omit the milk period because it just made it, like I said, too soupy, and there was like no thickness whatsoever. And enter my handy little sous chef. I put one of his hands away and he's determined to help. So, you know, what can you do? And this is clearly not working after a few seconds. So I make an adjustment and you'll see that here in just a few. Moving right along, the chicken is ready, like thawed. They are Kroger packaged bulk chicken thighs that I have here. You can use whatever you'd prefer brand wise. I'm sure you probably can use, or no, these are breasts. I think I said thighs. Anyways, if you want to use thighs, keep in mind that they do cook quicker. I did notice that, which I'm sure you probably knew, but I figured I'll still say it. But these are chicken breasts, and after I cut them, I rinse them off. Whether you are supposed to or not, doesn't matter to me. I like to rinse them off. And then I also, as being an extra, I rinse out the inside of the packaging, mostly and only because it's going to sit in my trash can for a little bit. I do not need icky, gross, smelly chicken residue stinking up my trash. It already gets stinky enough. I don't need to add more to it. So I do that. I don't know if I show it here, but I do it. And I'm putting the washed chicken breasts back in the cake pan because the only thing that was touching it before was just water. So it's not like I'm contaminating anything extra. So we do that, and then I think I just take them over and put them right in there and pour that sauce right over. At some point, I put the mushrooms in the crock pot, but I don't know when I did. I just know I did. And I'm also very much washing my hands with soap and water because I'm not into cross-contaminating and bringing raw chicken juices to anything. So I'm only cut the big chunks of mushrooms because I do like chunky mushroom pieces anyways. So watching this as I'm editing, you would think that this is it's going to be nice and thick, or at least kind of thick sauce. I mean, look how thick it is right now. I have to use a spatula to move it all over my chicken breast so it's nice and even. And when I got it all done and cooked, nope, not a single piece of thickness whatsoever. It was actually kind of a disappointment in that arena. Outside of that, this recipe is a 10. 10, 10, 10. And oh my goodness, this finished prepped product. Look how good that looks. It looks so yummy. Like, I'm pretty sure that was making me hungry just rewatching this. I'm sorry, I was a little distracted by my looks like my vibrating camera. It was having a hard time focusing, and it's a new phone because my old phone got ran over. Oh, and look at that. I forgot to plug in the crock pot. Kind of a key element there. So, we're going to turn it on. Focus. Thank you. On. It's on high already. It automatically goes to 4 hours apparently. And stop it. Focus. I did for 6 hours. That's not the actual time it took. Relax. It didn't take that long a time. I checked it after about 2 or 4 hours. And this is what it looked like. Mind you, this is after we already ate because we were hungry. But it was delicious. This is all that was left after we attacked it and devoured it. So, thanks for watching. Subscribe and see you soon.